Today I will be sharing our 5 homeschool rules that help our school days to run a little bit smoother. My name is Alicia. I have 4 children from the ages of 10 down to 4. And on my channel, I share about both my Christian faith and homeschooling things. I do have an Instagram that I would like to invite you to check out. You can follow Moms of Truth there and just get to know me and my children a little bit better. We are a family of structure. We don't have any hard schedules or timelines per se that we follow, but we do have boundaries and order to our days that give us the structure we all need to do well. My children thrive when we have structure. So that is what our homeschool rules set out to do for us. So the first rule that we have is do not interrupt. This happens a lot, even when we aren't doing school. I can be right in the middle of a conversation and one of them will come up and just start talking as if there was no conversation going on at all. They do this a lot during our school time, and it makes it really difficult when there is one of me and 4 of them. I am consistently bouncing from child to child to help them, do one-on-one teaching, check their work, all kinds of things. And when they are constantly interrupting, it throws off the child that I'm helping along with me. So our first rule is don't interrupt mommy if she is working with someone else. Instead, what I have them do is raise their hand, and then I will give them a thumbs up as acknowledgement that I see them and I'm aware that they need some help. This allows me to continue on with my conversation, and then they will know, okay, she saw me, she's gonna come and help me when she's done. And then they can just kind of move on to something else until I get there. Now, the second rule that we have is to have a learner's attitude. This rule is set in place to help daily remind them of the expectation that I have for their mindset and to also help with the tone for the day. I personally have a pretty low tolerance for complaining in general. It adds no value to our days, to our lives, and it just does not help us to work towards what we are trying to accomplish. Colossians 3:23 says, whatever you do, do your work heartedly as for the Lord rather than for men. When my children begin to complain, I will just remind them of this truth that not everything we do in life is going to be all about having fun, but it can still be enjoyable, knowing that you are doing your work for the Lord and because of Him, giving us the ability to learn, to homeschool, to communicate, and have skills and abilities. These are all things that the Lord has blessed us with. I will also ask them to tell me a few things that they are thankful for, and then we will just pray really quickly about those things and ask for Jesus to help us with our attitudes so that we can work joyfully for Him. And that usually realigns their perspective and their heart. The third rule that we have is have your work checked as you go. Last year, they would do all of their work and then I would check it at the end of the day. And it really just caused a lot of frustration when they had to go back and redo or correct something. In their mind, they are excited to be all done with their work for the day, only to have to go back in. It was really discouraging for them. It was frustrating for me. And ultimately, it really just made our days last long and they became defeating. Also, it is easier to review and go over something while their mind is on that subject rather than mentally being checked out and then trying to reel them back into multiple different subjects. When they have their work checked as they go, then they know that they are really done and can give their full focus to something else. It is also a sense of accomplishment and helps to motivate them throughout the day as they are able to knock things out. Our fourth rule is clean as you go. I feel as though this one really needs no explanation. The schoolroom, we know, can get out of control very quickly, so everyone has to do their part, and they are both expected and encouraged to clean up before moving on to the next thing. It makes the end of the day cleanup quicker and easier for everyone, and it also helps us to learn to take care of our supplies and materials and overall just respect our things and respect the other people that are working in the classroom. The fifth rule is have integrity. This is not only a schoolroom rule for us, but a life rule and expectation. Integrity is something that we talk about regularly in our home. I would say it is one of the most important character traits that I consistently try to build and develop in my children. I have a whole series on it that you can check out. Integrity is about them remembering their responsibility to do right is to Christ, who sees all and knows all. This character trait is essential for their walk with Christ. 2 Corinthians 8:21 says, "For we aim at what is honorable, not only in the Lord's sight, but also in the sight of man." Integrity is not just for their own clear conscience, but also they are to be a representative of Christ in all areas of their life, so others may be drawn in to know the person and character of Christ. And he was and still is the perfect example of integrity, and so our children should strive to be so also. Those are our 5 homeschool rules. Comment below if you share any of these same rules in your homeschool, or if maybe you plan to start implementing one of them that you haven't before. Don't forget to follow Moms of Truth on Instagram. Browse through the playlist on our YouTube for more Christian content and other homeschool things. If you listen to podcasts, Moms of Truth can be found on your favorite podcasting platform. There are over 50 episodes for you to choose from, with more coming soon. Have a great week, and thanks for watching.